I told him to win it on fuel mileage, so maybe he'll pull something off. Oh yeah. 200 laps. Yeah. I'm about dead too, man, so I'm just gonna sit back and press buttons, dude. I just hope I don't damn pass out behind the thing here, man. Oh.
Welcome, folks, here at beautiful North Wilkesboro in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. I'm your host, Emmett Crow. Scott Shives is out there actually on the track tonight, so I'm joined by our good buddy, Mr. Chris Norris, and always our in-race reporter, Mr. Austin Cansdale. Guys, what are y'all looking forward to tonight? Chris, I'll start off with you. What are your takeaways for tonight?
Well, I want to see some fast, clean racing. I'd like to see it go green. That would be awesome. Looking to pay attention to, of course, tire wear. That's always a big thing on these smaller tracks. And just want to keep an eye on Scott and, of course, Austin, and see how they're doing. See how they work out in the field.
All right, well, here we go. We're going to go through that grid as you saw it go on your screen. So Scott Shives in his FWM debut is going to win the pole. On his outside is going to be Austin Pack. Then we're going to find Paul Dillon in the 113 lined up next to Colton Brenner in the 14. Fifth is where we're going to find Zach Patano, and sixth is where we're going to find Austin Cansdale. And the green flag is out, and we're actually underway here at North Wilkesboro.
Looks like we got us a good clean start.
Down into turn number 3, it's going to be Scott Shives will come away with the first lap led Austin Pack right on his back bumper in that beautiful looking Air Jordan paint scheme. The Pac-Man, as we like to call him. Chris, we got some good races so far.
Yeah, a couple of laps in, everybody seems to be getting sorted out and lined up pretty good. And, we got us a long race, so, we got us a caution on the track.
First caution of the night, and we're going to take a look and see who it was. Looks to be, oh man, the 77 of
Charles Oberg.
Charles
It's
Oberg
Charles, yep.
into the wall. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Oh, he actually went up and almost up and over.
Yep, he got touched in the
Oh,
quarter panel.
Bradley Young.
Yep, clipped
Bradley
him right
Young.
there. That's all it took. At least he landed on all four wheels.
Yeah, definitely. I give it a 10. But
Yeah, 10 and a half.
Scott Shives is going to be your leader, followed by Austin Pack. Then you're going to find Paul Dillon, Colton Brenner, Zach Patano, Austin Cansdale, 7th Hunter Carlson, 8th Wayne Cannon, 9th Bradley Young, 10th Daniel Jones, 11th Yogi Schleer, 12th is where you find Drew Pearson, and 13th is Charles Oberg. Well,
Yeah, he was a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys back in the 70s.
not Bruce Pearson, excuse me. Did I really just say Drew Pearson? My producer's
sir.
in my ear saying I said Drew Pearson.
Yeah, it came
Oh,
out.
man.
Yeah, true.
You
How
can't tell
about
that I'm
them
a
Cowboys?
I was about to say, you can't tell that I'm not a Cowboys fan, unfortunately.
Well, only a Cowboys fan would know that Drew Pearson played in the 70s. So,
Yeah, we're not talking about Thursday night. That was a
Eh.
sad deal.
well, I mean, it's not like the Eagles are a pushover. But
Nah.
CD, my man, get some Gorilla Glue, get something.
That's
3
what
drops.
Oberg making a repair. Yeah, and being an OU fan, that was tough seeing CD drop those balls. Man.
Yeah, that was tough.
But
Uncharacteristic.
a big takeaway from this weekend was my Sooners took care of business against the Michigan Wolverines. So that was huge. That was a fun night. And we look forward to success later on in the season. But here we go. We're going to go single file restart. And Scott Shives right off the bat is going to get a great restart. He's going to rock it out there in front of Pac-Man. Pac-Man's going to have to get up on it, isn't he, Chris?
Yeah, he's going to have to do something. He's got to get a little bit better on that restart timing there.
Yeah,
Losing too much space, but he closed the gap quick.
Yeah, close the gap quick as Paul Dillon is trying to get around, trying to challenge, as Colton Brenner is trying to challenge Paul Dillon. Colton Brenner, a long-time SK modified driver in FWM. And he does not have his sheets filled out, so that is going to be a point penalty. Actually, he does. He does. Hold on. He does.
There we go.
Layton, Pennsylvania. High side racing. I do remember that. Oh, and he gets turned.
Uh-oh.
Man.
Said
I mean,
it. Doesn't take much to turn these cars, man. Doesn't take much.
Zach Patano came across. Well, I'll take a look right there because that did not look like a racing incident, but I think it was. Let's see right here. Oh, yeah. He
Can
got
I
on the
say-
grass.
I was about to say, from my perspective as an in-race reporter, it looked like the 14 touched the grass a little bit.
Yeah,
He did.
He cut the grass right there. That's what got him loose. So, no foul play on Zach Patano, but
Got him
I mean-
loose, slowed him down just enough when Patano got into the back of him. I mean, it happens.
And here's the thing. Even though it wasn't intentional, I think Patano should get an EOL because he was the cause of caution. Don't y'all agree?
Man. I mean, but was he really? I mean, You know, it looked like was
Don't,
the
don't get me wrong.
14. The 14 got off the track. I mean, it really wasn't Patano's fault per se,
no,
but
I was just
Patano
saying.
did touch him. You
Yeah,
know.
I was just saying they both brought out the caution, but Patano is going to remain his position. Colton Brenner is going to get the yellow for causing caution.
Yeah, as I think it should be, Emmett. We'll just have to agree to disagree on that one. Because you know, you're looking at it from your point of view. I'm looking at it from a driver point of view. And I you know, I don't think Austin would disagree with me. I mean, there's just some things you can't, as a driver, you can't avoid. And when the guy in front of you messes up and you hit him, you shouldn't get penalized for that.
Jonathan Hester checking in on the stream says, "What's up? What's up, man?" Billy Cooper, of course, always in here cheering on Mr. Bradley Young. As it looks like we're going to go double file this time as they get stacked up. So, Chris, let me ask you this: what are you looking forward to? What is your takeaways to? What are your keys to victory lane tonight?
Number one, take care of your tires, and number two, clean laps. I think that's going to be the two main things right there.
So, first, folks, as we go back to green here at North Wilkesboro, Scott Shives continue to.
Got Dillon coming up in there, challenging for second place on the inside. Oh, Pack slows down there.
Got another caution.
Wow.
Third caution. I'm starting to think this is an SK modified race, folks. As we take a look right here. Yogi got into the wall. Oh, man. Tough break.
Yeah, I think Colton shouldn't have got in the middle there like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're only 15 laps into this race. I mean, there's no need for that aggressiveness for sure.
No, there's 200 laps. I mean,
yeah,
you know, you got plenty of time. You can't win it on the 16th lap.
You can win the race to the beer stand. That's about it.
Yeah, you can sure as hell lose the race on the 16th lap. I promise you that.
Yeah, that's all good.
But you can't win it.
A good buddy from SRM, Mr. Alan Burgett, that's what he'd say. He said, the first car out is the winner of the race to the beer stand. So,
I resemble that remark.
Trying to see what that sponsor is on the back of that 87. I'm surprised he's not rocking a B-Main podcast car. The PFC.
Oh, private first class. Okay.
I thought it was something for vets too, but apparently it's a brake sponsor.
16 years in the military for me, PFC means private first class, go Army.
Well, Chris, we want to thank you for your service, sir. Got plenty of buddies that are vets.
Oh yeah, man, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to wear the uniform. I have people tell me all the time, man, I don't know how you did what you did. You know, I can't think of one reason not to do it, but I can think of a million reasons to not do it, if you know what I mean.
We're going to go back single file now. So Austin Pack is actually going to be your leader. He got around Scott Shives before the caution. Paul Dillon in third, Zach Patana fourth, fifth is going to be Austin Cansdale, sixth, Hunter Carlson, seventh, Bradley Young, eighth, Wayne Cannon, ninth, Daniel Jones, and 10th, Bruce Pearson. Not Drew Pearson, Bruce Pearson. As
Bruce.
the green flag falls back up. And look at that. We're going to get a beautiful shot of that beautiful 4-wide Motorsports Network. You know, I'm kind of biased because I made the logo, but dang, that's a sweet-looking car.
And they are some good-looking cars on that track.
Yeah, there definitely are. So, I mean, look at Scott Shives has got a really sweet-looking modified. I mean, The two-tone paint job, three-tone paint job just looks amazing. The way it just flows is just so majestic. But I mean, Paul Dillon's got to have the best one out there with the unsponsored, you know, just a white. Looks like he took it to the race and just put the duct tape numbers on it. Yep, that's the one that looks authentic enough. Yeah, it doesn't even have a driver card filled out, as my producer, Mr. Tracy Brown, is saying. We're gonna have to get on to old Paul for that, because that helps us broadcasters out trying to find out who they are and where they're from.
And he's just took the. He's in second place now, right?
Yeah, he's in second. So Paul Dillon moves into the second spot. And I think about that truck race, you know, Chris. Paul Dillon ran a great race at Echo Park. But
He sure did.
Got caught up in 2 wrecks and ended up costing him, and he just parked it after that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But here we are tonight. He's running strong again, so maybe this time is the lucky time, and he can get a good finish here.
So, Chris, just wondering, where are we going to see you back on the track?
You guys can catch me on the track. Actually, tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm going to be running open class in the late models with GAR's iRacing League. And then you can also catch me on Sunday nights. It's Leadfoot Racing.
Gotta love the Leadfoot Racing. Led by the official voice of Leadfoot Racing League, Mr. Wesley Outland, who does a great job always. I love doing, when I had my time with Wesley, anytime I did a show with him, whether it be Leadfoot, whether it be FWM, whether it be an AI race, it was always a good time. But right now, Austin Pack continued to lead, but Paul Dillon has caught up to his back bumper. And
Yeah, he's closing in on him.
yeah, definitely. And Chris, let me ask you, as a driver, what are you doing when you see a driver come up in your rear view and think that he's right there on your back bumper?
Well, I don't know what everybody else thinks, but for me, if a car is running me down like that, I'm probably going to give him the right of way and fall in behind him for a little while. I want to see what lane he's running, what he's doing different. So maybe I can catch up, up to speed a little bit more.
Meanwhile, we got a shout out from a longtime FWM stable member, Mr. Rillo Racing, saying APAC. So Austin, you got you a fan out there. But as we see, Austin Cansdale trying to get up alongside with Scott Shies. Austin, how's your car feeling right now, bud?
It's feeling pretty good. Just trying to work my way around cleanly around Scott here. Just trying to get clean.
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping an eye on you there, Austin, man. You look like you got a nice car, nice groove, handling pretty good. So just hang on to her, man.
Appreciate it.
Here we go.
Trying to get up to, he's going to try to get underneath, try to not make the car wash up the racetrack. Clear. Spotter says clear, so Cansdale moves to the 4th spot. Great move from Cansdale right there, huh, Chris?
Yeah, that was an awesome move, and but his car is really hooking up. You don't see him sliding the rear end a lot, which means he's doing a good job on those tires, conserving them, taking his time, not forcing things. And that's where people will get into troubles, when they start trying to force the car to do things that it doesn't want to do.
All right, now we're going to take a shot and look at Wayne Cannon, our league president. But look at that car. Chris, he's gotten in a little bit of trouble right there with that.
Yeah, I wonder if he, I don't think he got into it with anybody else. He must have hit the wall or something, maybe.
I don't know, but
He's got some.
car.
Yeah, it's a good looking car. Sporting that Full Wide Motorsports sponsor on there.
chrome wheels.
He's definitely got some toe problems right now.
Oh, got a car in the wall. Couldn't tell the number. I believe that might have been the 22 of Bruce Pearson. Bruce Pearson from Arvada, Colorado. So getting up in the old Rocky Mountain region. Colorado is such a beautiful state. If you ever get a chance, definitely visit. Go to Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs. It is truly remarkable. As we see Bradley Young trying to get up under Hunter Carlson. He's trying hard right there, Chris. And look at Hunter Carlson now. Hunter Carlson's got some damage on his left front as well.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are racing close. Tight out there on these, like I say, these little tracks like this, right? These, which this is a big track compared to some of them, but it's just tight racing before you ever start. So gotta be careful.
Hunter Carlson tried to use the bumper right there, trying to give old Scott Shad a little boot scoot boogie, just trying to move him out of the way. But yeah, look at that damage from Wayne Cannon. But here's the thing, Chris. He's not losing time, so it might be making him faster.
It's possible. And that, sometimes it'll help your handling, believe it or not. Just a little touch on the wall, but a lot of times that first time you do it is kind of forgiving. It's not quite that bad, but you hit it a second time, and man, you're looking at 6-7 minutes of repair time.
Looks like Scott Shives trying to get under Zach Patano, just trying to get that position away. But Patano doing some great defensive driving, holding Shives at bay. But all this going on as Austin Pack continuing to lead. But Paul Dillon's right there, and Austin Cansell's right there as well.
Yep, those guys, they're not letting them get too far away, that's for sure. And, Austin's gained since the last caution 3 spots. So he's got it working. Austin's got it going on right now, so hope he can continue that. That's a beautiful shot right there.
It's like you said, Chris, though, it's a long ways, so you got to stay patient and don't get impatient because that's when you start making mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, we're at lap 46 of 200. I mean, don't force the car right now. I mean, you don't have to push it that hard. Just try to keep your pace and try some different lines, see which one's working better for you, and then just stick with it.
Yeah, as we see Scott Shide, has gotten around Zach Patano for the 4th position, so moves Shives into the 4th spot. And Hunter Carlson's going to follow right behind him and take over 5th as well.
He's trying. But Zachary's down there on that bottom groove hanging tough.
Yeah, trying to get some grip right there as Hunter Carlson past that line. And
I think Hunter's got him cleared now.
Yep, sure does. But this is good showing, Chris, the multi-groove racing here at North Wilkesboro for sure.
Yes, it's like I said, just got to find which groove is working better for your car. It does not hurt to experiment a little bit, and once you find out what works, stick with it. Don't force the car. Right now I'd have to say that Austin is doing a great job at that. I mean, he's picking his battles. He's running his line. And he's just working his car. So, he's not overdoing it. Here he goes for 2nd.
Yeah, look at Austin Cansdale try to get up underneath Paul Dillon right here. Cansdale's going to he's got him put not quite clear. Now he's clear to move Cansdale into the number 2 spot. So it's the Austin and Austin show as we hit lap number 51 on the board.
Yep, that moves him up 4 spots since the last caution. So, but here's something. Our buddy Bruce Pearson, he's moved up 4 spots as well. So he's trying to get back into the thick of things back there.
I like this new feature of the top 5. You have Austin Pack, your leader, followed by Austin Cansdale, Paul Dillon in 3rd. 4th will be
Shive.
Shives. And 5th would be
Hunter Cross. Yep.
So don't go anywhere, folks. We're actually going to take a quick break. You're not going to miss any of the action as we go side by side. Back here live at North Wilkesboro. You saw it live right here on FWM on our side-by-side coverage. Austin Cansdale is your new leader. And Chris, he made a great move to get it.
Yes, he did. I mean, he's been back there being patient. taking care of his car, taking care of his equipment, and just riding. He's in the groove, and it's working for him.
So Austin Cansdale's going to be your leader. Then we got Austin Pack, then Scott Shives. This is a three-car breakaway from the rest of the field, and then that's where you find Hunter Carlson and Paul Dillon in fourth and fifth. So
it's been a good green flag run here, and I'm sure these guys would love to see it go green to the end. There's Daniel Jones coming in.
Yeah, Daniel Mindfood Jones coming in to get his service done. This will probably be a scheduled stop from Wilmington. See if he takes 4 right here. Yep, there he goes. 4-tire stop for Daniel Mindfood Jones. Got a couple shout outs that I want to mention on our YouTube channel. Of course, our good buddy and fellow driver, Mr. Landon Brown, says late model STCO tour. And then Nicole Brenner, which is, I'm pretty sure Brenner's wife, says, let's go, Brenner. But unfortunately, Colton hasn't had the run that he was hoping for tonight, but that's all right, because it's still a long way to go, and he can get back on the lead lap if we get a caution or two.
Yeah, unfortunately right now Colton's going in the wrong direction. He's down 7 spots from the restart.
Zach Patano coming in to make his pit stop.
Yeah, I got to be careful about getting in and getting out of those pits with those speeding penalties. That'll ruin your day right there.
And what a moment, guys, that we're going to have a couple of points race back here at North Wilkesboro starting in 2026. Awesome moment for sure.
Yeah, it's a good track. I mean, I don't know. It seems like that there for a while there was a rash of the shorter tracks just being forgotten and getting closed down and bought out, whatever. But they're making a comeback now. It seemed like if it wasn't a mile or a mile and a half, they didn't want to have anything to do with it. But you got to remember, stock car race, this is where it started.
Oh, definitely.
On these short tracks, you can't just dismiss your history and your heritage and try to reinvent yourself in that way, because you lose a whole fan base like that, and I think you can see it in the seats too.
Oh, definitely. We see Brad Young coming in. Landon Brown says he's pulling for Scott Shives tonight.
Good car, he's strong.
Yeah, so Landon being a big cheerleader for Scott Shives. So Scott, I know you're not hearing this, but you'll hear it later. You got a big cheerleader, Mr. Landon Brown. All right, so back here live, I mean, we're seeing Austin Cansdale just run away from Scott Shives.
Yeah, he's got almost a half-second lead now. I think Austin's doing a good job, just getting some those clean laps that we were talking about at the start of the race, and taking care of his equipment is paying off for him.
Yeah, and I think the tires are starting to go away because these guys are dropping like flies. As we see Austin Package dropped all the way back to the 3rd spot. As we see Charles Oberg on pit road.
Yeah, and they're getting close on fuel too. It's not going to be too much longer before we start seeing our leaders take some pit stops.
Yeah, as we take a look at our race.
I think Austin, he's probably going to be coming in here pretty soon.
So they get 3 sets of cruiser tires. It's going to be a 200-lap race. 103 miles is the official distance. 2 fast repairs, and we will have 3 attempts at a green-white checker if that does come available. But right now, Scott Shives is going down to the bottom, and I know one driver from Bailey, North Carolina, that is just hooping and hollering on this stream. Scott Shives goes back to the lead at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, a good clean pass.
Scott Shives, the Mississippi boy, showing them how to do it, how they do it on the southeast coast, right here, rather than the Atlantic coast. As we see Mr. Shives, you know, if you haven't seen him race, you definitely heard him here at FWM. Scott Shives, a long time official voice of FWM, and I got the privilege to do, when I came in and got to work with him, we've done some great shows, not only for FWM, but Leadfoot and whatever else that we've done. Been a great time for sure, and we think pretty sweet when he was doing Flow, working for Flow at Sobo, and pretty proud of his accomplishments. Couldn't be more proud of Mr. Scott Shives and what he's done IRL. All right, Scott Shives continuing to lead. Austin Cancel in second. Austin Packing third. Hunter Carlson fourth. Fifth is going to be Paul Dillon. Sixth, Bruce Pearson. Seventh going to be Wayne Cannon. Eighth going to be Zach Patano. Ninth, Colton Brenner. 10th, Daniel Jones. 11th, Bradley Young. 12th, Yogi Schler and Charles Oberg now out to your field. See Hunter Carlson trying to get under a pack for the third spot. So move Hunter Carlson in the number 3 spot.
Yeah, these guys are doing a really good job of giving each other plenty of room. So
yes they are.
Good to see. But now I promise you, with about 20 laps to go, you won't be able to get a sheet of paper between these cars.
Yeah, that is right. Now, if we're approaching that halfway point, Chris, what do you think we're going to see in that second half? Do you think we're going to see long green flag runs, or is it going to be cautions breed and caution?
Man, it's kind of tough to say. I mean, you're definitely going to see them start picking up the pace a little more. So we'll probably see 2 pit stops after lap 100 tires, because I think that will take fresher tires in whenever they can get them. And when you get on fresher tires, first few laps are kind of iffy till they get some heat in them, and they start to stick. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, right now we see that Scott Shives is entering lap traffic. He's going to put Wayne Cannon locked down. So that will be 6 cars left on the lead lap. And he's got his eyes set on Bruce Pearson in 6th.
Yeah, he's lapping the field right now. But now these guys have not stopped yet. So when they stop, these other guys will probably get their lap back. Those of them that are 1 lap down.
Well, I'm wondering what these guys are feeling. Austin, you haven't stopped yet. How's your car feeling?
It's starting to get a little slidey and starting to lose a little bit of grip. Scott just saved his tires a little bit better on that middle of that run. So that's why he's pulling away from me. So hopefully when we hit green flag pit stops, I can reel him back in.
We're approaching the halfway point. What is your game plan for the second half of the race?
Well, I'm going to try to run this stint out as much as I can. The crew chief's in my ears saying I have about 30 laps of fuel left, so hopefully I can run this out so I can go push as hard as I can in that second stint.
All right, well, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Our in-race reporter, as we see Daniel Jones getting passed by Bradley Young. Now this is for position. Bradley Young is going to move to the 10th spot.
Into the top 10.
So 3 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, we just go to so many different tracks in a 3-day span, you start to lose track.
They all start running together. It's like, well, I had to cut a series out because there for a while, dude, it was like I'd have it down because like Monday night's my FWM, and then Wednesday night was my SRM night, and then Sunday was my flag night. So I was like, okay, I was trying to cut them down, and now that I'm back at work, I had to let go of the series. So sadly, SRM was the series. Yeah, loved working with those guys at Sim Racing Media, but it was a good time while it lasted. As we see Wayne Cannon coming in, as we are now halfway.
Ooh,
There
no.
we go.
There it is, trying to get into the pits.
Our fourth caution of the day, and it's going to be a big one. You saw it out of the corner of your eye, just like I did. Paul Dillon slowed way up trying to get into the pits, and Bradley Young didn't see him. Daniel Jones got into him, and he actually almost went up and over. Wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Paul. Dadgummit. Oh, he had a good run going there. So
and it's like we were talking about, just like the truck race, Chris. Paul Dillon had a great run in the trucks and could have won, and then got caught up in a late race wreck. And now we see it right here.
yeah, now we get a good shot at that undercarriage. Not what you want to see at a racetrack.
I think about the movie Cars, and I just think about if it was an adult movie, would that be like what it'd say, like on the sign in the red light district, undercarriage show tonight?
Damn, Emmett. Ladies and gentlemen, you just can't make this stuff up. Or can you, Emmett?
I did see a tweet. There was a tweet from a Lightning McQueen parody account, and it did say, it said, when Sally shows me her undercarriage. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, well, you know what they say.
Ka-chow, that's what they say.
Ka-chow. Chow, ka-chow.
Goodness, well, we're good.
Meanwhile, back at the farm.
Yeah, meanwhile, Scott Shives is going to be leader, followed by Austin Canston, Hunter Carlson, Austin Pack, Bruce Pearson, and Zach Patano. A lot of cars are going to get their wave around. Of course, Zach Patano will be the first car lap down, so he'll get back on that lead lap. As we see Daniel Jones taking the wave around, looks like. And this is very interesting. So we're not going to get a pit stop from Shives or Campsdale or Carlson or Pack.
No, we did pit, by the way.
Yeah, I thought they
pit. Okay. I always stay caught up thinking about like what.
Yeah, he was thinking about Sally's undercarriage.
Cut you out. All right.
It's okay, Emmett. Last night we got introduced to Tilt Tiffy. So, yeah. Tilt Tiffy.
I'm sure that's
Supposed to have been. Yes, it was Tiltified, but somehow along it got pronounced Tilt Tiffy.
That sounds like a Jonathan Sessoms word right there. As we see Austin Kansas on the inside, trying to take the lead away. I miss old Jonathan Sessoms in the pits. It's funny, you know, you gotta be like, Jonathan, what the car's doing? He's gonna go 4 tires and gas. Oh man, Scott Shives almost got Austin Cansdale loose right there. Hold on to it, boys. They're wheeling and dealing these cars. Oh, almost beating and banging, coming to the line. They're trying to keep it clean, but
Oh,
these cars...
they touched. Remember that sheet of paper analogy?
Well, I'm thinking these cars, they're driving horrible because there's got to be less grip than anything because these tires got to be bolder than Curly off of the Three Stooges for sure. But look at this right here as we see Cansdale still, I mean, getting a little sideways right there. Oh, he goes around.
Oh,
Hard lick for Austin
Cansdale goes
Cansdale.
around. Man.
I wondered how long they were going to be able to keep him. Let's see it again right here. Yep. Oh, he didn't hit as hard as I thought he did. Oh my gosh! Austin,
That one. Are you conscious, son?
are you alive, sir?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's our goodies headache powder movie tonight.
Yeah, headache relief. Yes. Oh man. Bolton Brenner going to come in the pit. Miss Nicole is still cheering on Colton. And got good news for Colton. He's getting close to that lucky dog spot.
Yeah.
Tough break for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. I'm just, man, what an unfortunate deal right there.
Yeah, and the thing was they pitted, but it seemed like Chris, after they pitted, I guess it was those new tires, they didn't have enough heat on them. They were way looser than they did with the old tires.
And that is the case. New tires are very, very slick until you get them scuffed up a little bit, and they start to grip some. It's like sliding across a frozen pond or something in bare feet.
I like that analogy. Get them scuffed up a little bit, get them right there, you know?
Yeah.
So, see, you sound like you're from where I'm from, but are you in the southeast?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm down here a little town called Lower, South Carolina, down next to Myrtle Beach.
All right. Yeah, see, I'm in the southwest part, so
Okay.
yeah. I grew up in Oklahoma, but I live in Wichita Falls, Texas, actually.
Well, back in my drinking days, I'd always get accused of being from Texas because my accent got stronger.
Yeah, it's all right, I guess. Shies better not give the win to Carlson. I don't think he. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was telling, like when we were talking in the pre-race, I was talking to those boys at the green flags going to drop. But I was telling them, I said, here's the thing. Scott will be the first one to be like, I'm sorry. Here you go. You can have this.
There's Hunter on the outside trying to get something going out there. No man's land.
Yeah, Landon Brown said Shies better not give this win to Carlson. Oh, man, as we see Austin Pack. Oh, man, way loose. But look at this. Cansdale did not lose any positions with all that lap traffic. So Cansdale finds himself back in P4, and he's coming back to the front, Chris.
Yep, and there's your boy, Bruce Pearson, right behind him, and made up 8 more spots.
I was thinking he was a little darker than that since he was receiver for the Cowboys. But yeah, made up some spots definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Austin Pack though. I mean, he's controlling the bottom, but Cansdale. I know.
Yeah, he's trying to get back up there.
Guys,
Putting pressure on him a little bit.
As you can see, there's shadows over the racetrack. As it is getting later and later in the daytime here at North Wilkesboro. Man, Austin got way loose right there. But all this battling's going on. It's helping Scott Shies pull away.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that's just got to do with the way he's handling his car right now. Because, I mean, those boys are still lined up in a straight line, so they're not battling side by side. But it does look like Austin Pack might be closing that gap a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to get too excited because Chris Golden, my good buddy and fellow FWM driver, kind of said that I sounded like Donnie Thornberry off of the Wild Thornberries. So, not going to be doing that much.
Yep. And we're getting into that 59 lap range, 58. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, takes place these last laps. So we close in on that final leg.
Like having that down. I'm over here trying to do the math in my head, and it's giving me a headache.
It's only because I hit the numbers just right. Even numbers and not odd numbers. Yep, there he is now. Austin Pack starting to put some pressure on.
Well,
And he's got, he got Hunter and Austin in tow.
Pac-Man and the Angry Chef and Lucky all trying to catch up to Scott Shives, the broadcaster. The broadcaster is showing these boys how to drive, let me tell you. Pac-Man trying to make the move along with the Angry Chef Tic Tac AMC. We call him many names at FWM. And then he got Lucky right there, riding around in the fourth position. They're all separated by less than a tenth of a second.
Yeah, it makes for interesting racing, that's for sure.
Well, they're broken away from the field. Meanwhile,
They're lined up nose to tail.
Scott Shives doing a good job. That's the thing. Scott Shives has watched Austin Pack race his late models so many times. So now I think he knows what kind of move Austin's going to do on him, and he's really doing a great job keeping the 81 at bay, doing some great defensive driving as well.
Carlson just scrubbed the wall back there. Got a little bit too high. Kicked up some dust.
Kick the dust up.
Man.
See right here comes Austin Cansdale working on Hunter Carlson. Oh, Austin may give him the little bootscoot boogie just to try to get him out of the way. Scott Shives continuing to lead. Austin Pack is under fire from the 32 and 33, so that's leaving Shives to set sail, get a little bit of ground on him as here comes Hunter Carlson thinking about trying to make a move on the 81, but I think he'll just stay right there. What do you think, Chris?
Well, he's trying to play some offense and defense because he's got a back bumper full of Austin Cansdale right now.
Yeah, the FWM car is big as it can be on the back rear view mirror of Mr. Hunter Carlson as Austin Cansdale's there. Now Cansdale's going to try to shoot to the inside and complete the pass. Here he goes. Let's see if he can. Oh, he uses the apron.
Watch the crossback. Crossover. Yep.
Crossover from Hunter Carlson. So far, they're staying side by side. Oh, contact! How did they keep
turn 4? I don't know how they didn't spin out right there.
Oh my gosh! So Cansdale moves up to the 3rd spot. I thought he was gonna move him.
Man, Emmett, how in the jalapeno pepper did them boys not crash?
I had no idea. I have no idea. He hit the wall right there. Austin, how did you pull off that move right there?
I don't know, but I'm just a wheeling man right now. I'm trying to catch back up to that 87.
All right, well, good luck. As we see right here, as Austin Peck is just right up on the back of Scott Shadis. We get a great shot on board with Austin Lucky Cansdale. And as our producer says, if you take a look at his driver picture, you know why they call him Lucky.
There it is. God, don't make him laugh right now.
Oh man, I hope his girlfriend can hear this, because it's fiance, excuse me, it's fiance.
Yeah, got to get that one right.
Yeah, gotta get that one right. He'd be like, I didn't spend so much money on a ring for nothing. All right, as we see right here, Cansdale trying to get to the back of Pack. Now he's going to shoot to the inside, try to make the move. Now he's just going right behind him.
Well, he's right on top of that 81 like he was talking about there. He's caught him. Let's just see what the next move is. Does he wait for a door open or does he kick it in?
I think he's going to be like SWAT and just go full send and kick it in. If he gets
Well, he's got 60 laps to figure it out.
60 laps to go right now. Coming to 60 laps to go.
Yep, coming out of 460 laps left.
Pack trying to get to the inside, but look at Cansdale trying to get to the inside of Pack. Looking right here, as we see, it's a three-car battle for the lead, and you can even throw Hunter Carlson in there for that battle for the lead as well, Chris.
Yeah, he's not far back there. All it takes is one mistake out of any one of them first three cars, and he's in the lead.
Carlson, the two-time champion, once in the SK, twice in the SK, once, and I believe he won.
It was the ARCA series.
ARCA, yes. That's right. Now we see right here.
81 is working on the 87 hot and heavy right here.
Yes, he is. Oh, somebody blinked. No, nobody blinked out. I thought I saw somebody blink out.
You blinked, damn it.
I saw the top 5 pylon go back, and I thought somebody blinked.
Yeah, you did. I blinked just now.
Alright, so now we're seeing Scott Shives continuing to lead. Austin Packer. Austin Kinsdale in third, and fourth is Hunter Carlson. I was about to look and see who's running in fifth, but it's none other than the head honcho himself, Mr. Wayne Cannon. Great run for Wayne. Still got a little bit of that damage on that left front, but that thing is right front, excuse me. But that thing is a rocket for sure.
Yep, and right behind him, not too far, is old Bruce. Still hanging in there.
Oh, Bruce Pearson. Now under 5 from Paul Gillen. My producers in our ear telling us that he's over 100 yards in this race. I'm sure he's going to watch this and then see this and be like, oh gosh. And now we see Scott Shives continuing to lead. Austin Pack trying to get to the back bumper of him. And Austin Kansas just sitting in the weeds, just waiting to pounce.
Yeah, of all the Pearsons in racing, you chose one out of football.
Well, let's see. Bruce, Drew, I mean, tomato.
Yeah, there's, the old Silver Fox.
Oh, David Pearson. Yep. Yep, David Pearson. I mean, that rivalry between Pearson and Petty was one for the
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, it was the first rivalry in NASCAR, for sure. Of course, then you had Dottie Allison and Cale Yarborough.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Cale. It was tough to lose him. I think he was, what, about 87 years old, something like that?
I think so. So, funny story. So, I had an great uncle that owned a restoration business in Pensacola, right? And he was telling us one time that he said, yeah, this Alabama boy came in and he was wanting his car done, and he's a member of the Alabama gang. And he said his last name was Yarborough. I said, Cale Yarborough? He said, yeah. Said it was his brother that brought it in, but it was Cale Yarborough's street car. So my great uncle got to work on that car, so that was pretty cool. Said they were all nice. But yeah, I couldn't believe that. I was like, holy crap, you met Cale Yarborough.
Well, here's the thing. I got to meet him at his car dealership in Florence, South Carolina, by pure chance. We went up there, my wife and I, to buy our oldest daughter a car, and we got her a Honda. And we had signed the papers. We were walking out the door, and I took about 3 steps. This gentleman was coming in, and I took about 3 steps, and I stopped dead in my tracks. And I turned around, and I walked the guy down, and I said, "You're Cale Yarborough." And the biggest grin just came over his face, and we talked for probably 45 minutes about racing. And
fight.
no, he was telling me at that time, that about his ailments, that racing had just about killed him,
Yeah.
But he was a little guy. He's a little fella, and he reminded me so much of my grandfather. I just enjoyed sitting there talking with him. Yeah, he took the time to just sit there and talk to me, but such a gentleman. You just don't find people like that anymore, hardly.
Yeah. So I have a crazy story like that as this race is going under 40 laps. I took my wife to the All-Star race, one that was here in Texas. I think it was next to last year's. It was when Kyle Larson won it. And when he beat Brad Keselowski. It was Keselowski's last year at Penske. But anyways, we went over to Buc-ee's because she loves Buc-ee's. I mean, everybody in the South knows what Buc-ee's is. And,
oh yeah, we got one now. So over
wow.
in Florence. Yeah, over in Florence.
Good old buses. But anyways, so we went and we were in there, and there was crew guys coming in. I noticed like they were wearing Hendrick shirts and stuff, and I was like, it's so cool. Well, we got in line, and the guy in front of me, he still had his Monster Energy official shirt. And I looked at his name, and it said Green. And I said, excuse me, sir, are you David Green? He said, yes, sir, I am. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, I remember when you won that Busch Series championship. He said, you remember that? He said, you looked like you weren't alive then. I was like,
yeah,
no, I said, you drove the Slim Jim car, and then you drove the, what's it, the Kleenex, the Cottontail?
Yep. Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, I got a picture with him. I thought that was so cool. I was like, holy crap, I just met David Green.
Yeah. And the thing about Cale, I think Cale was more impressed that I knew who he was, and me being as young as I am.
Yeah.
That was the thing right there, is that, you know, and as we see it talking about that, there goes Cansdale trying to make a move on Pack for second place.
Yeah, all this going on is Scott Shives is so sad. But yeah, and then the one guy that I was really disappointed about meeting because he was not a nice fellow, and that is Smoke himself, Mr. Tony Stewart.
No comment.
And it was kind of crazy because I got my buddy, his dad was if you've seen the Tiger King documentary, he's the guy that has the artificial legs, and Tony Stewart actually was a fan of Tiger King when he found out that that guy lived around the racetrack. He invited him out, hung out, partied with them, just hang out at the pits with them. Well, the cool thing was I went to see Ranky while it was in Tony's pit, and dude, I didn't know it at the time, but I was like, I was about 20 yards away from Leah Pruitt. That was that was crazy. She was standing right there, and I didn't know it at the time. And
Right.
but yeah, that was when they had just started dating. That was during COVID too. But I was so excited to meet him, and I told him, I said, you were my mom's favorite driver. And then I talked about that last season where he won the championship, and he auto-corrected me. And he said, get it right, kid. And from then on, I was like, all right, I don't like you anymore, Smoke.
Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
I know, right? Oh, man. Kenny Wallace, dude. So, I know there's 28 laps to go in this race, but this is the Scott Shives show. But Kenny Wallace actually, so we had a local show here at the track that I was calling, and I had a pit pass, and so I went up and knocked on his hauler door, and he came out, and nicest guy ever. Talked to him for a little bit. He was hilarious. I was dying laughing. But yeah, Kenny Wallace was a good guy too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the one guy that you would think that wouldn't be approachable. Is Dale Senior.
They said he was the nicest.
Yeah, I mean, watching those documentaries and stuff, and here goes Cansdale for second. If he can get it to stick here.
Come on, boy, get her to stick. There you go.
There he goes.
There
We
you
got
go.
him now.
Peters, Austin Pack moved Cansdale into second. But they're all chasing Scott Shives, who's checked out to a 2.6 second lead, 2.2 second lead. As we have less than 24 laps to go. Austin, do you have anything for Scott?
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of burned up my stuff trying to get past Pack there. He was kind of slowing me up just a little bit, but hopefully I have something left.
Well, go get him, bud. That was our in-race reporter, Mr. Scott Shives. I mean, not Scott Shives, Mr. Austin Cansdale. Scott Shives is the leader. I'm not used to saying that because, Scott Shives is usually up here in the booth with me. So, cut me some slack, folks. I got the names mixed up, but all in all, Scott Shives has just been dominating this race.
Yeah, he's what, I think the furthest he's fell back was about third, fourth, maybe.
It's crazy. He's been talking about running with FWM for the longest time, and finally got situated where he could get his stuff back there, as we see the lap car runner. Hunter Carlson now working on Austin Pack for the third spot. And Colby Renner getting in the way of Austin Cansell. Now he moves up high. Only for a moment. Oh, man. 19 laps to go. What a performance from Scott Shives in his FWM debut.
Yeah, he's 2.6 seconds out now, so unless he does something happens, I have this thing in the bag.
Well, I'll tell you what's helping him is Austin Pack trying to get past Austin Cansdale. And these two battling, that's helping Scott Shives just to set sail as he's jumped out to it. Well, he's losing. Now, there it goes. I was about to say, they were gaining on him, but now he's starting to pull away. Great looking aerial shot from our B-Main podcast, Eastern Technical Design, Clayton Holmes. What else is there? Blimp.
Well, you know, there's the full blimp view right there.
There we go. There it is.
I don't know if the helicopter's flying around or not, but it's possible.
I think it's just sitting there. There was one that I think it's and it was a drone camera, and it followed the cars around like a drone. If a drone was following.
Yeah, we got Pac-Man back under Cansdale.
Yep, Pac-Man trying to get under Cansdale. Cansdale too good on that high side.
Yeah, and these two running side by side, and
Here
Shive is out to almost a 3.5 second lead now. So
yeah. Now
13 laps.
just gotta hit his marks. What a drive for Scott Shive. So, he is the only one on the track playing with the
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I think if we do have a caution, I think Pit Road's going to be a busy place for sure.
It's possible. I mean, more than likely, because you got
Is that a car
5
still on the
cars.
track?
five cars on the lead lap right now.
I thought I saw Patano. I thought Patano was slow on the track.
Yeah, I was reading some updates that are upcoming for season 4 in iRacing, and they're going to have cautions now for debris on the track.
Wow, really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's going to be a new telemetry AI program that they've installed, and some really good updates. There's the HUD is going to have a whole new layout. I wouldn't say a whole new layout, but there'll be a bunch of different things in that new HUD. So,
8 laps to go. Let's let everybody know where we're going next week. We'll be back in the Craftsman Truck Series at Iowa Speedway for a 150 lap show with the Craftsman Truck Series. So that is what we'll do. And then the next week after that will be at Langley. Everybody loves Langley.
yeah.
With these late models. And then we go to Dover with the trucks. Stafford with the late models. And then it's getting exciting, Chris, because we go to the Rock with the trucks. And then late models, we go to Slinger.
Yeah, there's going to be some really good races coming up.
Oh, Austin Pack starting to blink out. It's 5 laps to go now. Pack able to get around Cansdale for second.
About 4 to go.
Go, 3 to go. Austin Cansdale trying to get that second place away from Austin Pack.
Yeah, he's there.
He might have to send it. I know he don't want to, but he might have to as we come to 2 laps to go this time, Bob, for Scott Shives.
Oh, there's a little. Hey, I'm here. Remember me? Trying to get a run.
I think he ought to try the apron move he tried before to get the position.
I don't know. He might ride the rail. Who knows?
White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Scott Shives. Scott Shives, you've heard him up here in the booth. You've never seen him race. But here he comes. Out of turn number 4. Scott Shives is going to win in his debut with FWM in the late models. Austin Pack will come home in second, and they're wrecking behind him in the infield.
Yep.
Austin Cansdale third, Hunter Crossing fourth, and fifth will be Bruce Pearson, sixth Wayne Cannon, and so forth. So here's our unofficial results as we get our interviews ready to go. Scott Shives will be your winner, followed by Austin Pack, Austin Cansdale, Hunter Carlson, Bruce Pearson, Wayne Cannon, Paul Dillon, Zach Patano, Bradley Young, and Yogi Schleer. Who finished in 11th and on back, Chris?
Let's see. We got Daniel Jones in 11th, 12th, Charles Oberg, 13th, Colton Brenner, and Landon Brown didn't participate in this race. He opted out. So,
Scott Shives burns them down. We're going to take a moment and step away. We'll be right back with your post-race coverage right here on FWM Network. back here live at North Wilkesboro, where we just wrapped up the race. Now Chris Norris, who you stand with down there in the pits?
Yeah, we got Austin Lucky Cansdale down here. Austin, man, there for a while you had the car to beat, I think. And can you just tell us kind of what happened there?
Just burnt my tires up there in the later run. I was pushing it a little too hard. I should have backed it up. Scott stayed his tires a lot better than I did on the longer runs. And like I was talking to y'all guys before we went live, I heard my spotter. It was me and Pac. Next thing you know, my spotter comes in and, hey, Scott Shive just passed the Pac-Man. I'm like, oh, okay, how far back? He's about 2.5 seconds. Well, about 10 laps later, hey, he's about half a second behind you. I'm like, what? And then about 3 laps later, he was underneath me. I'm like, well, dang, he's pretty quick for an announcer. He definitely took us an old school behind the shed butt whooping.
Yeah, he kind of took y'all into the office with the blinds down, as we like to say. He definitely pulled out a good one here tonight at North Wilkesboro. But I'm gonna tell you what, man, it was some pretty good racing all evening, with a few exceptions, which there's bound to be at a short track like this.
Yeah, it's North Wilkesboro, so there's gonna be a lot of beating banging. I know that first half of the race there, we had those two early cautions. I think everybody was still trying to get used to the car after being in the trucks last week, and now we're in the late models this week. They're driving a little bit different. Actually, they drive a lot different, especially here at North Wilkesboro. But everybody got their wits bound and all that, and got settled in. It was a pretty good race, and then I don't know what brought out that one caution after that 70, 80 lap run. I don't know what happened there, but then we pitted, took 4 tires there. Besides Scott, he got a good crossover on me. He got ahead of me, and then me and Hunter was going down the backstretch. I don't know if I went down or if he came up, or it might have been just a little bit of both. Next thing you know, I was looking down the infield wall and hit the wall, and next thing you know, I'm back on the track. And the 14, I needed some goodies powders, as you all said on the radio. My crew chief told me. That was a goodies move or goodies hit of the race, and definitely needed some of that.
Yeah, I mean, but it looked to me like from where we were watching after those pit stops, and you came back out with those new tires, she was a little bit loose with you there for a little bit.
Yeah, those new tires, they were still cold, and it took a little bit longer to heat up because the rubber was down on the track, and it was taking a little bit longer to get heat in the tires. We had a good little train going. It was Scott, Pac, Hunter, then me, and then I got underneath Hunter. I was wanting to go. I was ready to go. So me and him got side by side. I think I was kind of squeezing the wall. I want to apologize for that. That was kind of dirty on me. And then me and Pac had a really good race there for the last 30, 40 laps. Me and him always put on a good show. I love racing with Pac side by side. I love racing with him. He always gets the better end. He's always been a better driver than me. I'm glad I get to race with him every week.
Well, Austin, man, congratulations for making the podium. This is second race in a row going back to the trucks last week. Finish us out with your little announcements here, who you want to thank and whatnot.
Well, I want to thank 4Y Motorsports Network being on the hood of the car. I'd like to thank Eastern Technical Design. The winner of the race, I got the B-Bane podcast on the car. I got Mobile One, Triple B Racing. I want to thank everybody that sponsors the car. I want to thank all my friends and family, Eric, Grace, Dylan, Taylor, my fiance. She loves watching this. She always cracks up when y'all call me lucky and you show me a picture and they're like, now we see why he's the lucky one. So we always like to crack up about that.
Yeah, well, now you're going to have to go home and explain who your girlfriend is.
Yeah. Y'all kind of put me in a mud hole there. I'm gonna have to explain that.
I'm gonna have a talk with my comrade afterwards. Everything that there's a big difference between a fiance and a girlfriend. So
yeah, there's a big difference. I think it was actually just a little bit after y'all said something about that. She walked in the room and kind of scared the rabbit poop out of me. I was like, oh, what are you doing in here?
Yeah. Well, again, Austin, man, congratulations, buddy. It's great talking to you. Outstanding race this evening, and wish you all the best moving forward, buddy.
Thank you. Thank y'all for what you do.
Right.
Who else is standing back there with
We
you?
got Austin Pac-Man Pack.
What's
Pack,
going on?
what's happening with you, brother?
Oh, just so glad to be back in the late model series. Been waiting for
Yeah,
this one.
man. Yeah, what a great race, man. Second place finish. Um, tell us a little bit about your perspective here. The battle between you and Austin and everything that was going on there for a little while.
Yeah, me and Austin, like he said, we go. I don't know. It's been a year now, and we always put on a good show. Scott definitely saved his tires better than both of us. Like I said, we're all together for about 50, 60 laps, and then you see Scott just pull on away from us. But that's part of it. I'm just glad to come home P2 in one piece.
Exactly. I mean, we had a few incidents that happened, and it's just short track racing, close quarters and stuff. But it looked like you had a really strong car all evening.
Yeah, it was definitely a good car all night long. Um, like I said, if we might have had a late caution, got a fresh set of tires, we might have had something for Scott. But like I said, you get on that long green flag run, he was really good. It's hard to beat a long green flag run.
Yeah, he was definitely checking out on you guys, and when you and Austin got going at it, he just seemed to check out a little bit more every lap.
Oh yeah. You get two people running side by side, door to door. That leader, he's gonna walk away even further.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm telling you, you guys put on a hell of a show. I'm glad that I got to be a part of it in the booth to watch you guys. It was an exciting race, wonderful time, and I always enjoy it when I get to hang out with Emmett and stuff in the booth and check you guys out from a different perspective. I learn a lot as a driver myself when I get to watch you guys. So I appreciate you guys taking me to school.
We appreciate everything y'all do. Makes for good entertainment.
All right, Austin, you got any closing comments, my friend?
Yeah. Thank Wayne for putting this on in Four Wide Motorsports, and then got like thank Jordan Brand on the card, Pennzoil, Monster Energy. Like to thank my wife for letting me take the time out of the evenings to do this. Like I said, it's a little hobby, get away from everything, get your mind off stuff. Look forward to being back next week.
All right, Austin, man. Hey, congratulations on that second place finish, man. Go
Thank you,
enjoy the
sir.
rest of your night, buddy.
You too.
All right.
That
Damn
was
it.
Chris. All
You
right.
got somebody in the stands waiting on you?
No, I've got somebody here in Victory Lane. We usually hear him doing these interviews, but now I get to interview him. Mr. Scott Shives, congratulations on your win. How does it feel, man?
It feels great. I definitely didn't think I was going to be one of the guys that we talk about when they went on debut. I love late models. I run late model officials the most of anything, but it's the late models can be tough when you get those tracks that are over around half a mile. And but I mean, North Wilkesboro just clicked. I've always loved it in the supers, and I guess it clicks for me in the late models as well. I hoped to come out of the day with the top 5. I didn't think a win was possible, but I'm definitely elated.
I'm surprised you don't have the B Main podcast on your car.
That's because I'm updating the logo, and I'm terrible at making paint schemes. So our other guy, Gavin, he's the guy who makes those. So trust there will be one soon for sure.
Let me ask you this: as we head to Langley in 2 weeks, what are you looking forward to there?
I love Langley. Langley's a track that I feel that I'm good at. Langley, you have to save. I feel like saving is the name of the game pretty much. Most of the places will go in the late model and with this new tire compound on iRacing. But you never know. Like tonight we had great green flag runs, but if you get a late race restart, it can really change. The aggression ramps up. I was fortunate enough we had those long green flag runs and I could save and then just use my long run speed. So, but Langley, you never know. Aggression can get high, and we'll just have to see. But I'm confident going into Langley, but I have no ego.
Well, the thing is, Langley, is going to be more flatter, so more action packed. But before I let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Yeah, I'd first of all like to thank the good Lord above for giving me the talent for announcing, for racing, and just this passion. I wouldn't be able to do anything of the things I do without my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I would also like to thank my parents just for getting everything possible with racing on iRacing and everything, and being here and doing everything I'm able to do. Family, friends, everybody that supports me and all I do. Of course, the B Main podcast. Go listen. We just had a episode with Jade Avedizian last Tuesday. It hit 200 views, and so go check that out. It should be on the car fairly soon. But and Emmett, I'm really thankful to you and to Tracy and my team that y'all could be able to bring in Chris. I'm thankful to Chris that he was able to come in and announce, and he'll be doing the late model stuff. And I'm thankful to Wayne Cannon and FWM for allowing me to broadcast the trucks, but then be able to race in the late models.
All right, I'm going to tell you because I don't want you to get in trouble. I think you should thank one more person for sure.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't want your old lady to be mad at you.
Oh yeah, Avery. She deserves a shout. She actually just texted me and said she wanted to FaceTime, and I said we'll FaceTime soon. So thank you to my girlfriend Avery Johnson, as well as the guys in FWM to get to race. The Austins, Cansdale, and Pack. They're so much fun to race around. Hunter Carlson, everybody. So I'm just thankful and happy to have a win on the board.
All right, well I'll see you back in the booth next week at Iowa, man.
Will do, man. Catch you there.
All right. Once again, tonight's winner at North Wilkesboro, Mr. Scott Shives. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this week. Once again, we're going to go through the unofficial results. Scott Shives going to be your winner, followed by Austin Pack, Austin Cansdale. And I do have the points. Hold on a second. Let me get the points pulled up. All right. So we've got... So your points leader is going to be Scott Shive. Then you got Austin Pack, Austin Cansdale, Hunter Carlson, Bruce Pearson, Wayne Cannon, Paul Dillon, Zach Patano are tied currently for 7th. Then you find Bradley Young, Yogi Schleer in 10th, 11th, Daniel Jones, Charles Oberg in 12th, 13th, Colton Brenner, and 14th, Landon Brown. Well, folks, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. And as always, for my producer, Mr. Tracy Brown, for my color commentator and my buddy, Mr. Chris Norris, I'm Emmett Crow saying good night, everybody from North Wilkesboro. We'll see you at Iowa next week.
Good night, everybody.